Welcome. Today, we're going to dive deep into the powerful tools that can really define your trading strategy. We'll be breaking down all the core mechanics every trader, new or experienced, absolutely needs to master. We're talking everything from amplifying your power in the market to protecting your hard-earned capital. So let's get right into it. But first, let me kick things off with a question that might sound, well, a little wild. What if I told you that you could trade things like Apple stock or even gold directly from inside your Telegram app? Yeah, I know it sounds like something straight out of the future, but it's the reality we're going to explore today. So how is this even possible? Well, it's all thanks to platforms like StormTrade. It's actually the first decentralized derivatives exchange built on the TON blockchain, and it integrates right into Telegram. Now, this isn't just some gimmick. We're talking about a full-blown, secure trading platform designed for the convenience of millions of users who are already on the app. Okay, let's get to our first major tool. To really navigate the markets effectively, traders often need a way to amplify their strategies, to make a bigger impact. And that brings us to the concept of leverage, a tool with immense and, honestly, often misunderstood power. So, just how much power are we really talking about here? How about 500 times? Yep, up to 500x. That is the maximum leverage available on the platform. It's a number that can absolutely transform a trading position. But what does that actually mean when you're placing a trade? Let's break it down. Leverage at its core is a tool that lets you control a much larger position with a relatively small amount of your own money. The best way to think about it is like a power amplifier for your trade. It means a tiny price movement can result in a much bigger profit, but, and this is key, also a much bigger loss. And that brings us to an absolutely crucial point. This quote really nails it. Leverage is a double-edged sword. It's an incredible tool for maximizing your potential gains, for sure. But if you don't manage your risk properly, it can be just as powerful at amplifying your losses. So, using it wisely is everything. And the great thing is, this power isn't just for when the market is going up. You can use leverage in both directions. If you think an asset's price is going to rise, you take a long position. But if you think it's going to fall, you can take a short position and profit from the decline. It gives you the flexibility to trade no matter what the market is doing. Okay, so we've got this incredible power tool, leverage, that works in any market direction. So what's the next logical step? Well, it's learning how to handle that power safely. This next part is all about trading with a built-in safety net. This leads us to maybe the most important question for any trader who's using leverage. With risk being amplified so much, how on earth do you protect your account? How do you stop one single bad trade from wiping you out completely? The risk is very real, but luckily, so is the solution. And that solution is called isolated margin. It does exactly what it sounds like. It isolates the risk. The money or the margin you put up for one specific trade is completely walled off from the rest of your account balance. You can think of it as a financial firewall for every single trade you make. And the benefits here are just crystal clear. Your risk is contained. A losing trade stays just that, one losing trade. It doesn't start a domino effect that takes down your entire portfolio. This lets you trade with so much more confidence, even in crazy volatile markets, because you know your maximum potential loss on that position is limited only to the margin you decided to risk. All right, so we've covered power with leverage and protection with isolated margin. Now let's talk about mastering your execution. The goal here is to trade smarter, not harder, and you do that by putting your strategy on autopilot. And look, here's the thing. Successful trading doesn't have to mean you're glued to a screen 24/7. Not at all. By setting up your rules ahead of time, you can let the system do all the hard work, all the waiting and the executing for you. This takes emotion and fatigue right out of the equation. When you're ready to get into the market, you've basically got two main ways to do it. The first is a market order. That's for when you want in right now at whatever the best price is at that very second. The other is a limit order. That's when you have a specific price in mind and you're willing to wait for the market to come to you. So it's really a choice between speed and precision. And here's how you build that complete autopilot instruction set for your trade. It's actually really simple. Step 1, you decide how you want to get in, market or limit. Then, and this is absolutely critical, you define your exits. You set a stop loss. That's the point where the trade automatically closes if the price moves against you, which caps your losses. And you set a take profit, which does the opposite. It locks in your gains when your price target gets hit. You set the whole plan, confirm it, and then you can just let it run. So we have assembled our toolkit, right? We've got leverage for power, isolated margin for safety, and automated orders for perfect execution. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. Where do we actually get to use all this? Let's explore the universe of markets that are available, literally in your pocket. And just take a look at the sheer variety here. This is what's so amazing. We're not just talking about crypto, though you've got all the big ones like Bitcoin, Tarn, and even meme coins. You can trade top-tier stocks like Apple and Nvidia, major Forex pairs, and even commodities like gold, silver, and oil. It's a true multi-asset platform. This quote really gets to the heart of it. The whole idea is to bridge the gap between the world of crypto and traditional finance. It gives you the chance to build a truly diverse portfolio with what people call real-world assets, and you can do it all from one single place. So there you have it. We've gone through the core mechanics, the awesome power of leverage, the critical protection of isolated margin, the precision of automated orders, and the incredible range of markets you can trade. It all boils down to one final question, and this one's for you. Now that you have all these tools at your disposal, which market are you going to explore first?